In this video I want to show you the options for adding social sharing buttons to your WordPress site using plugins. Now I've just logged into my dashboard and I can see immediately that there's an update. You can see that one next to plugins means there's a plugin to update, and under the dashboard menu we've got a one next to updates there. So let's just go and update that first. Just select it, click on update plugins. Okay, and then that's done. Right, let's go to the plugins. We're going to add a new, and I don't actually have a recommended plugin for social share. The reason is that it depends on the design of your site and also how you like to do things. So I'm going to just type in social, and this is the starting point for any search that you might do for a plugin. Just type in a word and then go down, and what we're looking for is something with a good review, good number of downloads. So this has 370,000 downloads, 108 reviews, but it's only a 3.5 star, so we'll leave that one. This has over 250,000 downloads, 114 reviews, 3.5 stars again. This one looks better. This one has 5-star reviews, 408 reviews, and over 500,000 downloads. Floating social media icon. I happen to know that you have two versions of this, as a free version and a paid version, and there's a lot of advertising when you install the plugin within your dashboard, so I don't like that. This one has 64,000 downloads and 113 reviews, so let's just right click on that. I'm going to open it in a new window so we can have a quick look. Got the details. Let's go over to the screenshots. Okay, this is putting social buttons on your WordPress login. It also has a lot of other features there which we may or may not want, including looks like social sharing icons down in the commenting section somehow. This looks like a Facebook comment system. Let's leave that one and go back and have another look down the list. This one's just got 2 reviews. Okay, I'm going to refine the search a little bit more. I'm going to put social share in the search box. If there's any that you find when you're going down looking for plugins, install it, try it out, see what it looks like, and then if you don't like it, just remove it again. Simple. Okay, those look like nice clean buttons. Let's just try and install this one and see. This one has 4.5 star reviews, 15 reviews, 16,000 downloads, was last updated 3 weeks ago, so we know that it's a current plugin. Let's just activate it, and it's going to have some settings which will probably be inside the settings here. Here we go, WP social sharing. So let's click on that and see what options we've got. Okay, it's asking which social share buttons we want. Facebook, Twitter, Google+. Those are the 3 that I will use. I won't use LinkedIn, so I'm going to leave that unchecked. Whoops, we've just clicked on a button I shouldn't have. Right, always show social share icons. I'm not sure what that is, but let's just put that, check it. Auto display to posts. Yes, we don't want it on pages, we don't want it on media. And if you have a Twitter name, you can put that. Let's just save the changes. And let's go back to the site, and we're going to refresh and see if it's made any changes to the home page. Now, the home page is actually a page, so because we had this turned off, I don't imagine it's going to be on that. Let's go to a post. And here we have the social share buttons down on the site. Now, some social share buttons will allow you, or plugins will allow you to put them at the bottom of a post. Some will allow you to put them at the top of the post. Some will allow you to put top and bottom. Sometimes you'll find social sharing buttons that float on the sidebar or independent of the web browser itself. So it's all a question of finding the one that you want. If you're website has a lot of images on it, you might also want a Pinterest sharing site button, and so it's up to you to then go and find the plugin that can actually do that for you. The only problem I have with this one is that it doesn't show on the home page, and I would want it on the home page. And if I put it onto the pages as well, I expect it will appear on the home page, but then I've got the problem that it's also appearing on contact pages, and there we go, we've got them on there now, but that's not really what I want. So for me, I'm going to go back to install plugins, going to deactivate WP social sharing, and also I'm going to delete it, and I recommend you always delete plugins you're not going to use. And I'm going to go back to add new, and we're going to do another search, and then I'm going to just look down these and see if there's anything else that catches my eye. Okay, this one looks interesting. Simple social share. Go over to the screenshots. I can tell you why I like this one. It actually shows us the settings here, and you can see we've got Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Dig, Reddit, LinkedIn, StumbleUpon, Tumblr, and email, which basically means the ones that I would choose: Facebook, Twitter, Google+. I like StumbleUpon because it's a great way of content to go viral, and I would also have email, so somebody could actually email themselves a copy of the content. You can have it before and after the content, and this is what I like down here. Look, we've got pages and homepage separate, so it means I can have it on the homepage without the pages, have it on posts, and that is what I want. So I'm going to just click on the install now. I see it's got a couple of bad reviews, but other than that, it's got 7 5-star reviews. Simple social share. So let's have a look under the settings to see. Here we go, simple social share. And I've got a choice of the buttons. I like these ones down here. I also like these ones up the top as well. But I want Twitter, Facebook, don't want Dig, don't want Reddit, don't want LinkedIn, don't want Tumblr. And I'm going to put it after the content because I figure if somebody's going to want to share it, they're going to want to read it first. And if you put it at the top, they might think, well, the thing is, putting a social share buttons at the top, if there's buttons there which tell you, or numbers there which tell you how many times it's been shared, it can act as social proof. So if you have pages with a lot of shares, then it's worth putting them at the top as well before the content so people can actually see that. I don't want it on pages, I want it on homepage though. So I've got it on homepage and posts, tooltip, animations, and this second one looks good for circular icons, which I'm using. Let's just save that. I'm going to go back to the home page now and refresh and see what happens. Okay, they're not there. Just refresh again just in case. Nope, let's have a look on posts. Right, we have them on posts and we've got these twirling icons. The only downside is it's not on my home page. So you can see the problem. You have to go and have a look and see if you can find social sharing that suits your website and works the way you want it to. So I will continue looking for the social share. At the moment I'm going to leave this one on here. I like these icons. I like the fact that they spin. So I'm going to leave that for now, but it's not perfect. It doesn't have the social share buttons on the home page, and that is something I really want. Alright, so those are social sharing buttons. That means that if somebody's reading your thing and they want to share it to their social profile or their friends or their followers, then they can click these buttons and that will share on that particular social media site. There is another type of social button that you can have on your website, and that is buttons or little images that tell people, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Facebook. And these are quite good too. If you've got Facebook account and Twitter account, then these are the sort of buttons you should have on your site. So let's go back to the plugins and see what we can find there. Okay, now this type of plugin, I'm going to type in follow because we want buttons which allow the people to follow us. And so let's have a look and see what we can get here. WORDPRESS follow. Let's have a look down. We're looking for the same criteria, lots of reviews, good reviews. WP site follow us badges. Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, those have all the ones that I would use. And we've got the follow us buttons. I don't like those buttons. Just keep going down. And just look for some that you like. Go and have a look at the screenshots. There is one that I actually use on a number of my sites, and it's called Social Stickers. So let's have a look at that one. And I'm going to just install that. It's only got it's got 21 reviews, 5-star reviews, 80,000 downloads. Last updated 9 months ago. And there has been a new WordPress since that 9 months, so let's hope it's still working properly. Social stickers. Okay, let's go to the settings. Social stickers. Okay, pick your theme. You're going to have to just set these, and let's have a look at this. If it gives us any idea of what the themes look like. No, right. Let's have a look. Small, yes. Open links in a new window. Let's just update those settings. Networks, this is where we can choose which ones we want to include. And you would put your Facebook page in here. So I'm going to put in a fake one because I don't remember my Facebook URL. And fake YouTube, if you have a YouTube channel for your site. Twitter username. Could do Tumblr, Skype, LinkedIn. Oh, that's just asking for the username, so let me just change that. And let's just update usernames. And let's go over to the site now. We haven't actually said where those stickers should go, but if we go to the appearance widgets, we should find a social sticker widget which we can put into the sidebar. And here we go. Gonna put that under the search box. Follow us, click on save, and let's refresh. Okay, and we now have buttons there. If you don't like the buttons, go back to the settings, social stickers, and try, we've now got a preview of the buttons so we can see that, what they look like. Okay, that one is one of my favorites. The other one I like is this Pecan Social. You can actually make the icons a little bit bigger as well. And click on refresh. And for some reason those buttons aren't working. You see how we have to go in and try things and see, because sometimes, let's put the default buttons there. Sometimes there are clashes with themes, sometimes there's clashes with other plugins, and you just have to try and see what works. There we go. Those icons are too big though. Let's go back to the 32. There we go, we've now got the follow us buttons. So if somebody wants to follow you on social media, they've got these buttons. If somebody wants to share your content with their social media channels, they can share with these buttons down here. The only problem I have is I've got to find one now that actually works on the homepage. But I'm not going to give up hope on this one, because there's a good chance that when I switch my template to the one I really want to use, that it could work. In fact, let's just have a quick look and see. We're going to just switch over to Genesis to try and see whether it will work properly. Activate the balance theme. And we'll go back and see. if those social buttons now appear on the home page or not. No, they don't. So that hasn't fixed anything. And you can see my social stickers now are not there. That's probably because when I switch themes, the widget has been moved. You can see it's no longer there. So I would need to add it back in. And then just refresh the page to see. Okay, and then we've got the social follow buttons under there. So sort out some social media sharing buttons so that people can share your content with their followers, and also add some buttons so people can follow you on social networks if you've got social networks set up.